Hi everyone, and welcome to our channel, Football Stories. Here, we explore the incredible history of the beautiful game. So let's get started.
Welcome to The Explainer. I want you to picture this, a colossal empty arena right at sunset. It's that eerie calm before the ultimate global battle. Because today, we're breaking down literally the biggest sporting event in human history, the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Seriously, forget everything you know about the old tournament. We're going to map out exactly how this massive event is transforming right before our eyes. Let's start with the sheer scale of this thing. 48 national teams are stepping into the gauntlet. I mean, that is a massive expansion. It's a totally new era, which means we're going to see more nations, way more underdogs, and entirely new play styles that we've never really seen on this stage before. And they're definitely not just playing in one centralized spot either. These 48 teams are going to battle it out across 16 different host cities, scattered all across the North American continent. So, to crown a single champion from this massive roster, it is going to take a staggering 104 matches. For us fans, that literally means 39 days of continuous, high-stakes, wall-to-wall football. It's going to be wild. Okay, so how does a 48-team mega tournament actually work? Let's dive right into this, because navigating this unprecedented expansion means we need a completely new playbook. The old tournament structure we've known for decades, it just doesn't fit the math of 48 teams anymore. Section 1, 48 teams, new format, a 50% expansion. The logistics of organizing this many teams require a completely new mathematical reality to keep things fiercely competitive. We're looking at a massive 50% jump in participating nations. This officially shifts us away from the traditional 32-team era that we've all known since the 1998 tournament in France. And those 16 entirely new slots, they open the door for teams making their historic debuts. We're talking about nations like Cape Verde and Uzbekistan finally getting their shot on the absolute biggest stage. To survive the initial group stage, teams have to navigate a few specific steps. We're looking at 12 groups of 4. Every team plays 3 group matches, and naturally, the top 2 teams from each group will advance. But here is the dramatic twist. There's a new lifeline. The 8 best third-place finishers across all the groups will actually survive too. So just imagine the scramble for goal differential and points on that final group match day. It is going to be absolute chaos. Now, advancing from that group stage drops teams into a brand new arena, the round of 32. This officially replaces the traditional round of 16 as the start of the sudden death phase. It is a massive single elimination bracket kicking off in late June. Simply put, you lose here, you go home. And you know, the ultimate cost of this expansion is deeply physical. For the very first time in history, the 2 finalists will have to survive a brutal 8-match schedule just to lift the trophy, which is an increase from the traditional 7. It is going to be the ultimate test of squad depth and pure endurance. Moving on to Section 2, host nations. 3 nations, 16 cities. Let's take a look at how this logistical masterpiece is going to unfold across a whole continent, because hosting 104 matches is a colossal undertaking. This is the first World Cup ever to be co-hosted by 3 separate nations. The United States takes the lion's share, with 78 matches spread across 11 cities. And that includes all the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the big final. Meanwhile, Canada and Mexico will each host 13 matches of their own. To prevent extreme travel fatigue across such a massive landmass, because, let's be real, no one wants to play a high-stakes match right after a 5-hour flight. The 16 host cities are cleverly grouped into Western, Central, and Eastern regions. This keeps the early action relatively localized, which is a huge relief for both the teams and the traveling fans. Also, because these games are being played in massive NFL and soccer-specific stadiums that can easily hold over 60 or 70,000 fans, we are virtually guaranteed to see the all-time attendance record get completely obliterated. It's going to absolutely shatter the previous high mark set way back in 1994. Section 3. New rules for 2026. Faster, fairer games. It's not just the format and the geography changing. The actual on-pitch rules have been significantly updated to ensure maximum action. For starters, there is a massive shift coming to group stage strategy. If teams finish equal on points, head-to-head results now officially trump overall goal difference. So beating your direct rival, that is now the absolute ultimate priority. Plus, to combat the whole dark arts of time wasting, referees are going to be strictly enforcing rapid restart rules. Get this. Players being subbed have exactly 10 seconds to exit the pitch. If they dawdle, the incoming sub has to wait a full minute to enter. Referees can also use visual 5-second countdowns for throw-ins and goal kicks. Basically, the game is being forced to flow with a relentless pace. We're also seeing a major crackdown on player conduct. Covering your mouth to hide an insult from the cameras? Yep, that's a red card. Leaving the pitch in protest? Also a red card. Add in expanded VAR capabilities and mandatory 3-minute hydration breaks in every half to battle that North American summer heat, and you've got a highly regulated, lightning-fast tournament. Section 4. The Road to Glory. Tournament Timeline. Let's map out the chronological timeline of this 39-day gauntlet to see exactly where history will be written. The whole journey starts with the opening whistles on June 11th, shifts into high gear when that massive round of 32 begins on June 28th, and all of it culminates on a single historic Sunday in mid-July. The action ignites at the legendary Estadio Azteca down in Mexico City. I mean, this is hallowed ground steeped in incredible football history. By hosting this opening match, the Azteca becomes the only stadium in the entire world to host matches in 3 separate World Cups, having already done it back in 1970 and 1986. Talk about a legacy. Fast forward to July 19th, and the heroic journey ends under the bright lights of MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Out of 48 contenders, the 2 surviving nations will clash right there for ultimate glory and the right to finally lift the trophy. The stage is set for the most grueling, spectacular, and expansive tournament in football history. 48 teams, an entire continent, and relentless new rules designed purely for action. But all of this leaves us with one massive question. With the math completely rewritten and an 8-match gauntlet standing in their way, which nation actually has the physical and mental endurance to conquer the 2026 World Cup?
That's all for today. Goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.